Hello everyone, my name is Captain Mark Noble. We're talking about red snapper fishing here today. Look what has just happened. There's a lot of people upset and mad today, but you're starting to see what's been obvious to some. I've written a book called The Saltwater Fisherman's New Testament. I'm also the founder of the Genesis 126 project, Gamefish Status. What we're seeing right now at this very moment in time is important, because right now is where we need to find unity in the saltwater fishing community. A lot of people don't realize what's going on and they can't figure it out, but that's precisely why I wrote the book. It was published this year, and you can find it on Amazon or Amazon Kindle. But when it comes to red snapper and our offshore fishery, but also our fisheries that start along our coastline and extending out beyond 3 miles, which is federal water here off the coast of Georgia, it's very pertinent here in the southeast Atlantic. Do you understand? We don't have any protections for our fish, and we have really no rights that are legitimate. Everything that we hunt and fish for across the United States of America was founded in something that's unique. And while you're upset right now, there's people actually sitting on the dock that were expecting to go red drum fishing this morning. Why was they told to stand down? Everybody's perplexed, but it's explainable. You'll learn about this in the Saltwater Fisherman's New Testament. This is important, guys. This needs to go viral. We need to be looking for game fish status for all of our saltwater fish, because you just found out we don't have a legitimate right to saltwater fish in the Atlantic Ocean, especially here in the Southeast Atlantic, because of the Magnuson-Stevens Act. The book at page 62 will start telling you about that, but you must start at the beginning. You're mad because you're starting to see for your first time, perhaps, that it's a commercial fishery. It's not a recreational fishery. How can we pass something on to our children when we was just last year and the year before that relegated to 1 fish per person per year, or perhaps 2 fish per person per year? How can we invest into a saltwater fishery that was given to us in Genesis 126? We can't. We have no viable saltwater fishery. So here's the educational pathway. We must have a unified voice, number one. If we can't speak inside the legal framework, then we have no voice. They had 6 people go to a court and said that we're affecting them. But what about the greater United States population? What about our children? What do we pass on to the next generation? How do we even have any say in it today because of a law that was written, but you don't know why? The book will explain why it was written. So what I'm saying, y'all, I know we're all upset. I'm building an inset of boat down here in St. Mary's, Florida right now because of the red snapper season. We're looking at a $700,000 investment. We're not going to be able to use that boat based on what they're trying to pull on us today. But think about all the recreational anglers and charter captains. Pay close attention. We're recreational fishermen too. We fish underneath recreational allocations. But the greater public, well, they don't fish for a living like charter fishing. But remember, we just take people fishing recreationally. If we lose recreational rights, we have no saltwater fishery. Game fish status for our saltwater fish is the key and the most important ingredient. All 50 states have already accepted game fish and game animal status. That makes it the largest federal law unspoken when it comes to wild resource management. The Magnuson-Stevens Act, well, you found how our rights were taken away. It wasn't from your votes. They even titled it as if they're looking after our best interest. These fish do not belong to the commercial industry. That's private enterprise. It belongs to all of us and all of us equally. We find that hope, we find that pathway forward by joining the Genesis 126 project. Read the book. You can find it on Amazon, on Kindle, or in paperback. Read it. We all need to say the same thing. Protect our saltwater fish for equal access. That's our pathway forward. I'm Captain Mark Noble, and please, this is the exact moment in time we all need to band together. So share this, post it beyond many. We can be upset and we can say a multitude of different things, but when we say 2 words, game fish status, it returns this fishery back to us, we the people. You can even go to my True Social page and look up Captain Mark Noble, or actually I think I have it under Mark Noble, but go on True Social. I've even written Trump about this in the past. We made some headway forward. And in my letter that I wrote to Trump, I said, if we don't have game fish status, what is this fishery going to look like going forward? Perhaps it will collapse. The commercial people are worried about it collapsing because of their personal profit. But we the people, We don't even have a viable recreational fishery now. And you've seen it today. Please share this video.